Hi, I'm here to tell you that cereal isn't healthy. Now, hold on, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that your whole diet has to be 100% whole foods and that has to be world's healthiest thing, but I'm really I'm going at big cereal. Yeah. Yeah, some people, big pharma and them, nah, big cereal. Okay, so, you know when you watch the adverts and you see that the cereal is on the table, but they have fruit, but they have toast, but they have eggs, etc. Yeah, you watch the commercials for cereals, the adverts, yeah? That's how you're supposed to eat it. It's not supposed to be consumed just by itself. It's supposed to be consumed as a part of a meal. Kind of like how you wouldn't just eat rice by itself, because you would be unsatisfied. However, rice is a carb that really does fill the belly. But you get what I mean? No, that small bowl of aerated, the small bowl of aerated corn, maize, whatever, with a chocolate coating on it is not gonna fill you. Especially when you use milk for it. Like something like granola and yogurt will fill you. And granola is technically a cereal, but that it's a little different because it's oats, right? Anywho, but it's it working with yogurt that can fill you. But regular cereal like your Cocoa Pops, your Shreddies or shredded wheat, your Frosties and them, no, no, no. And it was never meant to be eaten by itself either. There's a lot of people who claim that they can't change their diet because they don't actually know. They can't change their diet because they'll be hungry, but they don't actually know how to pair foods together to make a satiating meal. Because I'm not sure if you've noticed, but most of the people that you'll find who show off their diets and have these really nice bodies, ever notice how they don't start the day with Cocoa Pops or Fruit Loops? Yeah, you don't see them saying I sat there and I had 4 bowls of Fruit Loops. Because that will not keep you full. Yeah, so, ooh, how I got in, oh yeah, how I got in such good shape. So I start my day with 5 bowls of Lucky Charms and I pick out all the marshmallows and only eat those ones. Yeah, notice how nobody's day starts with that? Yeah, there's a reason for that. Another one is, you see, toast. Toast is one that annoys me as well, because you'll see people complaining oh I'm still hungry, I've had 4 slices of toast. Again, it wasn't meant to be eaten by itself. It's meant to be as a part of a meal. For toast, you're supposed to put a protein of the sorts on it. Maybe a couple slices of ham or some bacon or an egg, with some avocado if you like avocado. I don't, but do you get what I mean? You need something on it. You don't just eat if it was lunchtime and somebody gave you just toast, you would be like, what the hell? This is not going to fill me. They gave you just 2 slices of toast. This wouldn't fill you. Okay, so why are you doing that with toast? Why are you doing that with bread in the morning? Yeah, no, that's not how it works. Breakfast is a meal. You have to pair things together. In fact, I think the reason why a lot of people hate breakfast is simply that they don't know how to make it. They don't know how to make it, so they still think it's they still think they're 14, where you grab a cereal bar and a slice of toast and then you go and buy some junk food on the way to school. No, no, you're grown. You actually have to learn how to eat properly now, okay? Is it recording? Yeah. No, you can't just pull out no, you can't just pull out a couple you can't just pull out a couple cereal bars. Cereal bars will never, ever, 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 ever keep you full. In fact, that's worse than having a bowl of cereal. Never. Never. Oh my god, it's not happening. Then you got all these people who have like a donut for breakfast, like just a donut. How are you wondering why you're hungry? Of course you're hungry. It's a donut. Like, listen, it's a donut. That will never fill you. Like, if I gave you a donut for dinner, you'd be looking like, again, what the hell? Yeah, so why are you doing it for breakfast? You're gonna be hungry in 5 minutes. This is why you eat the lunch that you packed for work at 9:02 a.m. Because you didn't even make a proper breakfast. You didn't attempt to. Even if you warmed up, like, one of those, even if you got one of them ready-made breakfast sandwiches that you can get from like the frozen section of some supermarkets, that would have been better than what some of you are doing. But, like, in order to be full, satiated properly, you actually have to put effort in. You actually have to make some whole foods. You actually have to like do the research to know what it is that you're supposed to be eating. You can't just pick up like the super convenient sugary option. Like, you wouldn't do that with any other meal. That's the thing. Like, people who say they've tried to eat healthy, like, they put all this effort into lunch and dinner, but they neglect breakfast. Like, this why you're hungry. Like, you're still eating breakfast like how a 14-year-old would. How an unsupervised 14-year-old would. Because best believe that people who had parents who had that free time, or who were a little bit more invested for whatever reason, they weren't letting you run out the door with like a cereal bar. Yeah, no. In fact, this is why a lot of people are buying energy drinks at like 7:50 a.m. Like, not to start on the kids too, but like, energy drink and crisps is your breakfast. Damn, I feel so, because I know a lot of people's parents, they can't pay attention because they're paying less attention because they're working, but like, that's your kid's nutrition. Like, you need to try and find time. But that's a story for another day. I have no children. You know what? So that nobody cries. Oh, somebody would defo cry in my comment section. But okay, fine, lazy parents. You no, don't. Ooh, I shouldn't call them. No, but they kind of are. Sorry. Okay, fine, they are. But yeah, in order to be full, satiated, and have a healthy, well-balanced diet, you do have to put effort in. And effort means time. It be like that. There. And think about it. Your skin will glow more. Your stomach will sit flatter during the day. Yeah, because like, we all know that a lot of people, even though when you learn how to cook, most of these things actually do taste nice. But a lot of people just care about the superficial. Like, it might make your hair shinier. Think about that. Like, if you don't care about the actual like nutrients part, and I mean, your stomach will feel better in the morning. Your stomach will feel better throughout the day. Look at that. Look at that. But yeah. But I just kind of got annoyed at cereal and toast and how people eat breakfast, and thought, yeah, stop eating breakfast like you're 15. You're grown. You're grown. You can't have Oreos for breakfast. You're grown. You're an adult. You need a real breakfast. Hell, do you know what? Even if you ate, I should have put this somewhere else. But even if you ate something that's similar to how you eat lunch for breakfast, that would have been better than doing nothing or having a cereal bar. Like, fine, listen, like, maybe you can have rice for breakfast. Who told you couldn't? If the toast isn't filling you up, why don't you just have a healthy rice dish? You know what? Yeah. But anywho,